Welcome students, Chapter 2, Part 4, Particle Nature of Electromagnetic Radiation, Planck's Quantum Theory. To explain the phenomena of black body radiation and photoelectric effect, Max Planck put forward a theory known after his name, Planck's Quantum Theory. The main points of this theory are as: Number 1. The radiant energy is emitted or absorbed not continuously but discontinuously in the form of small discrete packets of energy. Each such packet of energy is called a quantum. In case of light, the quantum of energy is called a photon. Number 2. The energy of each quantum is directly proportional to the frequency of the radiation. That is, E is directly proportional to nu. E is equal to h nu, where h is a proportionality constant called Planck's constant and its value is 6.626 into 10 raised to power minus 34 joule seconds. Third point, the total amount of energy emitted or absorbed by a body will be some whole number quanta, means E is equal to nh nu, where n is any integer. Evidence for the quantized electronic energy level, that is emission spectra and absorption spectra. An instrument used to separate the radiations of different wavelengths is called a spectroscope or a spectrograph. A spectroscope consists of a prism or a diffraction grating for the dispersion of radiation and a telescope to examine the emergent radiations with the human eye. However, if in a spectroscope the telescope is replaced by a photographic film, the instrument is called a spectrograph, and the photograph of the emergent radiation recorded on the film is called a spectrogram, or simply a spectrum of the given radiation. The branch of science dealing with the study of spectra is called spectroscopy. The spectra is of two types: emission spectra and absorption spectra. First start with emission spectra. When the radiation emitted from some source, for example sun, or by passing electric discharge through a gas at low pressure or by heating some substance to high temperature etc., is passed directly through the prism and then received on the photographic plate. The spectrum obtained is called emission spectrum. Emission spectrum is of two types. Number 1, continuous spectrum. Number 2, line spectra. Continuous spectra, when white light from any source such as sun, bulb or any hot glowing body is analyzed by passing through a prism, it is observed that it splits up into 7 different wide bands of color from violet to red, like as seen in a rainbow. This spectra is called continuous spectra. Next, line spectra. When some volatile salt, for example sodium chloride, is passed in the Bunsen flame, or an electric discharge is passed through a gas at low pressure, light is emitted. The color of light emitted depends upon the nature of the substance. For example, sodium or its salts emit yellow light, while potassium or its salts give out violet light. It is discussed later that the line spectra are obtained as a result of absorption and subsequent emission of energy by the electrons in the individual atoms of the element. Hence, the line spectrum is also called atomic spectrum. Next is absorption spectra. When white light from any source is first passed through the solution or vapors of a chemical substance and then analyzed by the spectroscope, it is observed that some dark lines are obtained in the otherwise continuous spectrum. The spectrum thus obtained is called absorption spectrum. You will see all the patterns in the next page, that how these spectrums are obtained. On this page, you can clearly examine about the spectrum. First is the continuous spectrum of white light. It is exactly the same when a white light passes through a prism. As you have seen in your junior classes that a Vibgyor is obtained. And the second figure, it shows the line spectrum produced from a volatile salt placed in a plate. And it is clearly seen that there are two yellow lines. And third figure, it shows line spectrum produced from light emitted by a discharge tube. There is clearly seen a discharge tube containing dihydrogen gas. Line spectrum of hydrogen. When hydrogen gas at low pressure is taken in the discharge tube and the light emitted on passing electric discharge is examined with the spectroscope. The spectrum obtained is called the emission spectrum of hydrogen. It is found to consist of large number of lines which are grouped into different series named after their discoverers. You can see the names and their series on the next page. It is clearly seen the atomic spectrum of hydrogen. There are gaps between the lines and the series are Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, P. Pfund, and the reasons are fixed. For the Lyman it is ultraviolet, for Balmer it is visible, and from Paschen, Brackett and P. Pfund they are found in infrared region. Rydberg formula. Although a large number of lines are present in the hydrogen spectrum, Rydberg gave a very simple theoretical equation for the calculation of the wavelength of these lines, and the equation is very clearly, and it is nu bar is equal to R into 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square. Now what is R? R is constant called Rydberg constant, and it is equal to 1.097 into 10 raised to power 7 per meter. N1 and N2 are whole number, and for a particular series N1 is constant and N2 varies. For example, for Lyman series N1 is 1, so N2 will be 2, 3, 4 and so on. And similarly for P. Pfund series, if N1 is equal to 5, N2 is equal to 6, 7, 8. You have to tally all the series, and this expression is called Rydberg constant. For hydrogen-like particles, the formula is nu bar is equal to R into 1 upon n1 square minus 1 upon n2 square, and the whole multiplied with z square. Here z is atomic number of hydrogen-like particles. n1 is equal to 2. Then expression is called Balmer's formula, as it was first put forward by Balmer. And what is the limiting line? The limiting line is if n2 is equal to infinity.